all share index is currently struggling to break our all-time high. And if you check very well, you see that this is being supported by volume. And that is why I'm very, very optimistic that we are going to get an all-time high. And this breakout will actually help a lot of stocks, and we'll be seeing stocks giving us all-time high. And if you check very well, the top gainers, you see Triple H actually did 10% today, followed by Regalins and Nestu, followed by Tantalizer. Multiverse also did 10, John Hall, Unilever. This is as a result of what is going on in the market. The question is, okay, why did all share index refuse to break out? I will tell you. It's as a result of the MPC meeting. So MPRO is still at 27.5, which is what the market was actually afraid of. They thought Cardoso is going to increase interest rates, which will have a negative impact in the stock market because we need a lower interest rate. So a lower interest rate means that the stock market is going to be firing on double cylinder. And that is why the market does not like uncertainty. So what investors are currently doing in the market, they actually took profit and leave some. So they took profit and leave some cash so that they will know if the stock market will go crazy or is going to dump. So if it's dumping, they have cash to actually take advantage of it. Because the market does not like what? Uncertainty. So they have to de-risk, keep some money down. Let's quickly jump to the weekly time frame so that you understand what I'm currently saying. So you see, for almost 5 weeks now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've been getting a bullish candle. And this gives us a signal that we are going to hit all-time high. In case you are still doubting, you're sleeping on a wrong bed because we are almost there. You can see we touched it. You understand? We are almost there. So I'm of the opinion that today we are going to cross the all-time high. So let's quickly jump to the daily time frame so that we can see the proper movement. So this is the daily time frame, and this is one reason why I'm very, very sure is because these 3 candles, these 5 candles here, they are actually close to the top. You can see close to the top, and it's supported by volume. And with this, we know that the all share index is going to break out. In fact, there is a breakout and a little bit of push. So today in the market, we are going to celebrate because we are going to get a new all-time high, guys. It took us more than a year. If you've been following my videos, you see that it took us more than a year, guys. From this place to this place is more than a year, and we've been waiting for this. So it calls for celebration. If I have the chance, I'm going to cover party celebrating all-time high. Just like most times we celebrate all-time high for Bitcoin, we're going to celebrating all-time high for all share index. So now that this thing is happening, let's quickly look at what is going on. So just to put on your notice, the CBN retains MPR at 27%, which shows stability in the market. So all those who sold their shares on Tuesday, they are coming back today to come and buy back. Guess what? Those prices will start going up because we are in an all-time high. So everything will go up. That doesn't mean some stocks will not close negative. It's normal. Some people will take profit in one stock to enter another stock. That is how it works. But sometimes I look at volume. When a particular stock is being exchanged in one particular price, you know that, okay, if people actually bought at a higher price and they bought a lot, you know that those people that are holding that particular shares, they are not going to sell in loss. They are going to hold. So they also will factor in maybe 30-50% profit in it. And as a result of that, you that were able to hold on to that dip, you're able to reap higher. So it happens in CWG. And now it happens in other stocks also. So we will look at some stocks that I recommended, if you will, to the end. I think I've done some recommendation here in the past. So we'll just look at them and see how they are performing. And just in case you are just joining, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that I get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. So you're welcome to the Financial Edge, where we teach you how to get financial freedom through trade and investment. So I've made some calls. If you're just joining, you can go back and check Nemit. I make some calls about Nemit here. I also did this also, and I also did about this. I talk about Nemit here also, where I picked Nemit, and also look at the Nigerian brewery also. I talk about some brewery companies here. So these are some calls that I've made in the past. Not in the past per se. This one is 4 days ago. This one is 6 days ago. For this is 11 days ago. So which other one again? Yes, that's all. So we're going to review these stocks that I've given, and we'll see how we can make opportunity out of it, and also advise those who are still holding and those who have sold. No need of coming in again. There are other stocks because opportunity abounds in the market. So let's quickly look at corporate disclosure and look at some notification. The first one I want to show you is ABC. This is an insider dealings. So the insider actually bought 50 shares, and he bought at 1 naira 92 kobo. That's for ABC. So you can see 50 shares, but he has to report it because that is the law. He has to report it. So most of us that like using insider dealings, they say the director is buying, they want to buy. In fact, if you follow tip, you understand that some of all these things, you just have to be wise to know how to follow it. A company director can be loading a particular shares. Maybe he just want to buy, but the fact that he has to report it, and you join him and buy, and you find out that the stock will dip. It happens with tip very well. That is the initiate. It happens very, very well. By the time they are selling, you go there, you discover that the thing is going up, and you'll be wondering, why are they selling when it's going up? They make mistake. They are human. Forget that they have one insider information. There's no insider information that volume will not support. So if there is no volume, it will not make sense. Caverton also did same. I think for Caverton, there is also one other. For example, this person sold 1.5 million units at 394. So you discover that this also contributed to the price. This also contributed because if you want to sell, for example, if I want to sell my unit, I will not sell it like this. Maybe I'll be scaling out 100,000 per day or 200,000 per day just to help the volume in the market. But sometimes some people don't have pity for others. They just come and dump this, and before you know, the market just changed directory. But for what we've seen, Caverton actually has such volume to absorb, so that is why the price still closed a bit higher, even though it's below its all-time high. So let's quickly jump and see Aradel. We're also experiencing with Aradel. This one is actually a purchase, 500 unit at 466. So I think for this price, it's fair. It's fair. Let me not say something else. It's fair. So what do we look? We look at top gainers. For top gainers, we have Triple G, we have Regalins, we have Nestu, we have Tantalizer, we have Multiverse, we have John Hot, we have Unilever, MC Nichols, Linkage, we have Cuties, we have Cap, we have Vitafoam. Vitafoam has been killing it. We have Champions, and we have Nigerian Brewery, we have Ikeja Hotel, we have CWG. So these companies are still going to shoot today when the market opens. So let's quickly look at some of the stocks I gave. I think I gave 4 of the brewery companies. Well, let's quickly look at Nigerian Brewery. Okay, we're still in the index. Let's quickly move to stock. So this is Nigerian Brewery. You can see Nigerian Brewery has actually done it again. It has gotten to that point I told you guys that it's going to face resistance. So right now, it's breaking the resistance, so we're expecting a retest. So look at it, we are expecting a retest. In the video, I showed you guys that this area will be a strong one. So this was where I recommended it to my community members. That is why I always encourage, if you are a small trader, maybe you have 20, 30,000, don't worry. If you watch my videos, you can still double your money, you can still make some money out of it. But if you have some volume, maybe you are trading in millions and 10 millions, 2 million, 500,000. You don't have to waste time. Join my community and let's double your money so that you're able to make profit from it. So a lot of times you think doubling your money is kind of difficult. Imagine I gave my community when this stock was actually 30, selling for 28, 29, 30. Imagine those that bought, now they are up 100%. So we are getting a breakout here and we'll be expecting a retest. So a retest here will also be an opportunity to buy. But if you are buying now, you bear it in mind that you're able to withstand any dip along the way, because the right time to go in is around this area. So those who got in here will not be afraid of any dip. Even though it dipped to 49, they are still fine. Dip to 55, they are still fine. So that is all you need to know about Nigerian Brewery, which I also spoke about here. So I'm just giving you a recap of what they've done. When I did that here, the price wasn't 59. So let's quickly jump and look at We'll look at Guinness. So let's see what Guinness is doing. So this is Guinness, and Guinness right now is currently trending. Also, it's currently 86. Resistance is around this area. So what next are we looking at? We are looking at International Brewery. So this is International Brewery. So for in-depth analysis on all this stock, please do well to go back and watch that video. So for International Brewery, we're trying to actually cross a resistant level. And if we cross this resistant level, we are going to have a massive pullback. And that will also serve as a buying opportunity for those who have the capacity. So don't forget, this is for entertainment purpose, just for educational purpose. So you'll be able to take 1 or 2 trades and make some cool money. So this is International Brewery. International Brewery is one company that you can see how many years they've been down here. Imagine those who bought around this area. They will just be looking at their money. Nothing is happening. So let's quickly jump to the one I asked you guys to buy. So this one, during the video, I told you guys this is the one stock I am buying. And I told you guys the reason why I'm buying. So when I showed you guys, it was actually around this area. It was 555. That was when I showed you guys to buy 555. Then I told you guys that during the market, it will drop to 5, as if in the company, it actually dropped to 5. And if you follow my video as at when I shoot that video, by now you should be in profit. This is the video. I shot it 11 days ago. She did 11 days ago. So if you take this by daily, we'll be able to tell where this price is 11 days ago. Let's do some counting. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you guys see that I am not saying what is not possible. So 11 days ago, and if you say let's subtract 2 days from it, which will bring us to, let's say those 2 days are kind of weekend. So if we take 2 from 11, we have 9. So we'll come here and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you see around this area, which is 476. So those who had mine would have entered 476. A coach said I should buy at 555. Now it's 456. It's like, this guy is not serious. So let me keep my money. I don't want anybody to separate me and my money. Because if you say 555 and now it's coming down, maybe I'll buy at 4 or it will come down. But I told you then that if you see it coming down, load your bag and see we printed straight candle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 good 7 days. We were pumping up and it got to 825 before the fear of CBN increasing interest rate or reducing interest rate hit the market, and the market doesn't like uncertainty, and investors start taking their profit. So you can see it here. But for me, let's take a calculator here. Let's measure it. So if you enter around this area, I encourage you. Let's say you enter at 5. Let's not even go and do those. You enter at 5. So if you enter at 5 and you go to this point, this is 65%. So for me, I think 64% is fine. 64% is fine. So if you are actually ready to make money, I think 64% is fine. And if at all, maybe you saw that video late and you were able to enter, let's say you enter at 6. I was in, God, I missed this trade, though, coach. I missed this trade. Let me see if I can enter. You enter at 6 and you now move. I'm okay. 30%. Fantastic. Until you kill greed in this market, you will not make money. You hold it to go up, you hold it again to come down. You will not make money. But if you have strong hearts and you know what you are doing, sometimes every system you have has its own disadvantage. Sometimes you hold, it will go up and come back to your entry again. It's so painful. Then you now hold, then it will now go up. You now say, I don't want what happened to happen. You will now sell. It will now continue to shoot up. You now say, village people. So these are some things that you'll be experiencing in the market, because trading will actually introduce you to yourself. If you think you are not selfish, you are not stingy, trading will let you know that, Baba, you are stingy. If you think, I'm not greedy, trading will show you that you are greedy, because when it's going up, you will not ask if you should sell. It's when it's coming down that you now ask if you should sell. So the next one I also share with you guys, I shared Caverton. And I told you guys to buy Caverton when it was 3, and those who bought Caverton when it was 3 will actually be making money now. So this was the arrow I actually put here, and this arrow has fulfilled its purpose. Let me shift it here. So it has fulfilled its purpose. So let's look at daily so that we'll get the pullback and see the percentage. Okay, you can see this is where the all-time high was, which is 447. So we were able to do 444 before we had a pullback, and we had a pullback now to 380. So tomorrow, if we gain another 30%, it will take us to 410. To take us to 410. So 410 will be around this area. So, and you know, it has actually closed at that 410 for like 3 days. 410, 415, that particular range. So it has done that for like 3 days. So closing at that place will not be too challenging. Let's say it comes down again, it will now close at 350. That was when people will say, oh, this thing I didn't sell it to, it's come out to 350. But for me, that 350 will be a, should I say, a fib retracement. It will be a 50% retracement. Let's pick it from here, take it from here, and 50% is 336. So 50% is 336. I know you don't want to see it, but you see, you don't trade with emotion. So if you do not take profit when it got to 444 or 415, don't worry. If you don't sell, you can see the director sold there. This is a company, so to speak, sold there at 394. So sold at 394. So you are still holding because you expected it to break all-time high. So once all share index break all-time high, we expected Kabatin to follow also. And don't forget, you can still sell half of it for you to be very, very sure, so that at the end of the day, you won't give back the money to the market. So I'm trying to give a general advice because, you know, different people are actually watching this video, so that you will not go and leave money on the table. And if you leave money on the table, you will learn. So let's look at Nemit International. So this is Nemit International, and I actually did a few analysis. I told you guys this is what I expected from Nemit. I said it's either we'll get to this all-time high and break it. So I said either we'll get to this all-time high and break it, or we'll break it and come back and continue. You can see, go here, come here, continue, or we'll pull back. You can see the sharp pullback and come back to this area again. So that was what I predicted for Nemit. So for Nemit, I actually introduced Nemit around this area. You can check and confirm from my video. I introduced it here, which was 299. I myself, I bought at 299, 298. So that was when I actually showed you guys. I did a video here, and this is it. This is Nemit video here. So this is it. I said day 1 305, and I'm expecting to sell at 620. So don't say you go and sell at 620. If you get to 620, fine. Ensure you lock in profit. 30%, 50%, guys, is huge, except you don't know what you're doing. So I also made some video here about the price target here, and while also watching, we are supposed to eat all those things if not for the fear that comes to the market. So sometimes a play will actually go as expected, but you never can tell. For example, if you hear one bad news now, everything will crash. It doesn't mean something has happened to the fundamental. Like today, that everybody was just taking profit. If you see the volume, you will know that people are actually afraid. It was simply because of this meeting. And guess what? Nothing changed. Nothing changed. And that shows that those people who sold, by now they'll be regretting, because buying and selling, you have to consider a lot of things. So I want to be sure that you actually gain some few things. I wanted us to look at top gainers before, but we'll just look at only triple G and see what they are doing before we call it a day. So let's look at triple G, because triple G actually gained 10%. So this is triple G. Let's look at weekly so that we'll get a better view of triple G. Okay, so triple G actually just waking up from slumber. So it's currently shooting gradually. So gain 10%. Fantastic, from 2 to 220. We look at Regalins. Let's see Regalins. Let's see what Rega is doing. So these Regalins. So Regalins is 66. Okay, Regalins is 66. Okay. So you can see the charts, and you can do with it whatever you want to do. So guys, this is just a few updates on what happened in the market and how to actually trade the market. I've showed you guys some few insider dealings and the outcome of the meeting, and the MPRO at 27.5, nothing changed, and that shows that we should expect a stable market. And I'm very, very sure that next meeting the MPR is going to be reduced, and it will continue to reduce going forward, because if you check the global space, everybody is actually reducing their interest rates, so Nigeria cannot be in exception. So let's keep watching and let's see. As everything unfold, I'm going to show you guys. So let's look at NGS 30. Let's see what NGS 30 is currently doing. So NGS 30 also is breaking out also, so you can see NGS 30 is breaking out. So guys, the market is healthy, and by now you should be in stock. I don't want you to have cash by now. By now you should be in stock. I'll actually come here. If there's a breakout, that's when I'll come and shout and tell you take some profit. It doesn't matter how many percentage you've made. So until I come your way again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, my friends. Bye.